All right, Mom. So when I first came to you with this idea, like, what was your initial thought?
To be honest, I was a little bit nervous about it. Great idea, but I'm thinking to myself, the conversations that we have, they're very organic, very deep, not filtered.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, we're doing this on camera. Are we going to be able to censor any of that? Because we're going to just flow as we normally do. I'm excited for the journey.
What do you feel like excites you the most about sharing our personal conversations with the world?
I think the thing that excites me the most is the impact it might have on other mother and daughter relationships, encouraging them to have the conversations that we do have. And if they're already having those conversations, maybe, to share some of that with us. But I'm really excited about the potential of people coming together, mothers and daughters coming together, and being encouraged to do this, because it's really brought us very close.
Absolutely.
So tell me, this idea that you brought to me, what inspired you to suggest this project?
Initially, I think it was just being able to create some type of a tangible piece of history for us. I know that we've spoken personally about just some of the candid conversations that we wish we had of, like, our conversations with grandma, or just, having had the opportunity to maybe interview granddad, or just other people that have inspired and impacted our journey. I think just jumping at the opportunity to do that, and then also just being a part of your evolution. I think public speaking has always been something that you're good at, probably aspire to do, and I never really thought I would be a public speaker, or that's not really my thing. I know that a lot of people probably are surprised to hear that, because I'm never not talking. But I think just having another opportunity to see you evolve into another version of yourself and be a part of it in some way was like my main inspiration.
Do you think that this podcast is going to change how we communicate, or how we even see each other?
Change isn't the word I would use. Maybe impact. I think we've gone through so many changes over the years, and that word is a bit daunting for me. So I would probably just use a different choice of word, which probably all means the same thing. But I definitely think it's gonna just open up the floor for us to talk about so much more. I already pushed the button with you, so maybe I'll get to push them a little bit more.
So then tell me something. Share with me a funny anecdote or a recent travel experience that you've had, that showcases our dynamic.
Oh, it would have to be our most recent trip, like the last trip we took before the end of the year, which was to New Jersey. We went to the Tony Robbins convention.
Yes.
You basically conned me into going to a cult meeting. No, I'm joking, Tony. We love you, Tony. Honestly, such a life-altering experience, not just for the two of us, but as individuals. You know how I am. I'm a bit of a skeptic. I've gone through a few things that make me feel like I have the right to be a know-it-all, and I didn't really know what to anticipate with going into the convention. Just the amount of vulnerability that we had with one another, things that we just don't share because it's kind of a bit
it went deep.
Yeah, it went so deep.
It went really deep.
So deep. I really saw you in a different way. I saw myself in a different way, honestly. And so to be able to go through that experience with you, I don't think we've ever had a trip like that. We've been some places, like,
True.
Yeah, but that was something.
I heard you use the word once, transformative. Yeah, you really did go through some transformation.
Oh my gosh, we walked on fire.
Yes. On fire.
We walked on fire. I don't even know.
Yeah, like, we did that.
Yeah, the full immersion of that experience. And I think a lot of people think that I'm very social. But I'm actually quite an introvert.
You're quite a homebody.
Very much so. Very much so.
Yeah.
So to be in such, you know, again, large crowds for me have always been a thing to tackle from a very young age. A lot of people don't know that about me. So just being in that fully immersed environment with you was just incredible.
Yeah.
What about you?
You know what's funny? That's one of my top, I've got to say. In fact, it does top it for me, but I'd have to add to that our trip to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Something that I said I'd always want to do is take my family, my daughter, my grandchildren, your brother's kids, to celebrate his life, and that I was in control of that. Was something I wanted to do. That was a milestone for me. The fun that we had, and celebrating him in his absence. With all the sadness that he was, we had so much fun. There was so much joy, so much bonding, and with their mum as well. That was a real pivotal time for me.
Yeah. Well, you know, this is just the beginning of our podcast journey. I hope that you guys will come along for the ride, because next time we will be diving into love and relationships through the lens of completely 2 different eras and just 2 different personalities, I think.
And 2 different takes on relationships.
I'm literally nothing like you. I think everybody thinks I'm so much like you. Maybe, who knows? But yes.